a milestone in the reform of China's capital market. The country's new Science and Technology Innovation Board starts trading on the Shanghai Stock Exchange on Monday, with a batch of 25 companies debuting on the board.
We will continue to optimize the pilot registration-based initial public offering system and promote the capital market reform and development. I expect the Shanghai Stock Exchange to implement policies and measures to support development of the new board. And I also expect investors to comply with rules and regulations and strengthen awareness of risk prevention. The STAR market and the pilot registration-based initial public offering system will support China's innovation-driven economic development and the capital market reform.
The first group of listed companies are from the fields of information technology, new materials, high-end equipment manufacturing, and biotech. They are aiming to raise 31 billion yuan, or about $5 billion in total. Experts say this could be one of the biggest financial opportunities for investors and high-tech companies this year. It is the first submarket of China's capital market to adopt the registration-based IPO system. Under the original approval system, there were many requirements for listing geared towards traditional business models. For example, a sustained period of profitability. However, many of today's high-tech companies have invested heavily in R&D and marketing, meaning they will only be able to turn a profit at a later stage.
Although we are in a leading position in our field, there are many competitors trying to catch up with us. So time is important for us to stay in the lead. Getting listed on the new board has helped us to raise the money very efficiently.
We will spend the capital we raised on expanding the manufacturing capacity and R&D. We may build an overseas R&D center and several domestic R&D centers.
The first batch of companies to debut on the new board are expected to draw a buying frenzy. Shares of some companies have been oversubscribed hundreds of times by investors.
We cannot judge whether the new board will be successful or not based on the performance of its first few trading days, and we cannot judge whether a company is innovative by its short-term performance. We need to observe whether it grows with the help of capital and creates products which will benefit society in the long term.
There's going to be a real benefit for the first wave of companies that lists because there will be an initial burst of enthusiasm and they will find some support. But after that first wave, the only way that enthusiasm maintains itself is if the companies are performing as advertised.
No daily trading limit has been set for these shares for the first 5 days of trading on the new market. But the Shanghai Stock Exchange said it would intervene during sharp price movements in those first 5 days.
China's industrial sector achieved the highest anticipated goals for the first half of the year. Officials say the added value of industries above the designated scale increased by 6% year-on-year.
We see high-quality development of manufacturing as the most important support for stable growth. We also continuously promote independent innovation, push forward optimization, and upgrade the industrial structure, striving hard to achieve new momentum.
At the same time, China's investment in industrial upgrades increased by over 13%. And by the end of June, China had cleared up debt worth over $55 billion for private and small and medium-sized enterprises. The nation also made efforts to reverse the negative effects from business friction with the United States.
Our measures include tax sheltering for integrated circuit design and software enterprises that are more affected by the frictions.
For fast growth of the communication industry, China has stepped up using its own technology. The nation recently issued 5G commercial licenses while vowing to cooperate with others.
We will work with all countries to guarantee the safety of 5G and to promote the safety of this industry. This is the idea we have always had and the practice we have always held.
Officials also say that China faces relatively big pressure in exports and continuous growth in some sectors. But they say the nation will try harder.
China has the highest number of big companies that have made their way to this year's Fortune Global 500 list, surpassing the United States for the first time. There are 13 new Chinese firms listed on the Global 500 list, bringing the total to 129, higher than 121 from the U.S. Sinopec Group, China National Petroleum and State Grid, are ranked among the top 5.
中国啊，这个在世界五百强这第一位，就表明着中国在世界的。
China has the highest number of companies on the Fortune Global 500 list, indicating that China is in a special and important position in the world's economic landscape. China has gone through from looking up to the top 500, catching up with the top 500, to entering into the top 500, and now leading the top 500. This is an important turning point, which means that China's advantageous position in the global economic competition has changed in a century. We are likely to stay ahead for a long time to come.
在以后相当长的时间里，那我们可能还保持着领先的地位。
JD.com continues to lead Chinese internet companies, reaching the 139th on the list. Alibaba Group is the company with the fastest growth rate, jumping 118 spots to 182. While Tencent, the creator of China's all-purpose mobile app WeChat, is at number 237. Smartphone maker Xiaomi is the youngest among this year's Fortune Global 500 companies, ranking the 468th on the list.
Every girl dreams of having all kinds of lipsticks with all kinds of colors. But how to choose the color that's just the perfect one for your skin? Well, now there's a WeChat app that will tell you. Choose the color you like. An app will show just how you'd look wearing that color. The app from L'Oreal's Giorgio Armani aims to combine online convenience with the real-life shopping experience.
Needed to better connect with consumers, we have already seen a massive interest in discovering, trying and sharing beauty products via technology. It's really taking off.
US beauty brand Neutrogena has just revealed its personalized 3D facial masks to the China market. And the Japanese beauty giant Shiseido has also announced plans to move into beauty technology. Research company Tianzhen.com says total cosmetic product sales in China reached over 26 billion yuan last year, a 10% increase over 2017.
Right now in China, a lot of the young consumers, they believe in technology-enhanced beauty care. For example, we see that beauty tools sell very well in China. So can you imagine if they're already doing that in their 20s, what they might migrate into when they become 30s and 40s with more skincare problems?
For now, at least, the beauty technology market is dominated by foreign players. Domestic brands are rarely seen in the beauty technology competition. But experts are just waiting for domestic brands to catch up and believe that can't be long in coming.
I do believe Chinese players who are willing to have this technology in their brand genes, they will have a very good opportunity to build the brand power and R&D capabilities and become the technology-driven beauty giants.
Domestic brands such as Chando are beginning to work with Tmall to introduce AR technology to provide look-before-you-buy opportunities for their makeup products. That would be a substantial high-tech leap, but they figure that if you have a look, then you'll buy.
For Chongqing's Three Gorges Museum, unveiling cultural and creative products has been part of the museum's operations since it was first founded. But it only became successful after the museum combined products with thematic exhibitions. Now, the museum is hosting an exhibition of Czech painter Alphonse Maria Mucha's artwork. Many visitors find the creative products based on his work more significant and amazing after viewing the exhibit. They are all fans of Mucha, who is not only an acclaimed artist in his home country, but was also influential across the world.
I want to buy the souvenir because I saw a collection of his paintings in high school, and I was amazed by his paintings then. Today I'm very happy to see his real works.
Many visitors prefer small and inexpensive products suitable for personal use or to send to friends as gifts. In addition to the Three Gorges Museum, Beijing's Palace Museum is also generating lots of excitement among fans of traditional culture by unveiling many popular creative products. Lipstick is one example. The lipstick set cases are printed using 3D technology and combine auspicious patterns from embroidery, once owned by queens and now part of the museum's collections. Many visitors hope Chinese museums will create more products like this, bringing together the past and the present.